Hi, it's Paul Benedict here with the Benedict Group at Keller Williams Realty here in Las Vegas. I have a market update for you. It's January 29th, the end of January 2020, and not only do we have the numbers from December 2019 to discuss, but we have the actual annual numbers for the year in real estate in Las Vegas for 2019. So we're going to discuss December's sales figures as well as 2019's annual real estate numbers in review. So here we go. First thing I want to mention, which I believe to be the best indicator of how the market's doing, is the median price of a detached home in Las Vegas. That's $315,000. Now, median is different than average. Median gives a middle of the road view of the prices, considering half of the houses sold for more than this number and half of the houses sold for less. So it's different than average. Average numbers can be skewed based on very high and very low numbers, and median is a middle number. So we see a slight uptick here from November to December. That's typical and trend-like. We look back 1 year and we see that slight uptick from November to December of 18. And then going back further from this November to December of 17, there's usually an uptick. Why is that? Well, sellers and buyers like to complete their financial transactions before the end of the year to prepare their finances and such. So there's usually an increase in volume and price for December. So a very robust number. You see that we've generally plateaued here in terms of pricing from springtime of 18 until today. Now, this is not a flat trend. This is an increase, and we will talk about the percentages in a moment for that. But if we look at this 315 number, this is a 6% appreciation over this number here. So it's safe to say that detached houses have appreciated by 6% in Las Vegas over the past 12 months. Now, looking at attached products, so that was detached. Now for attached condos, townhouses, patio homes, duplexes, triplexes, the median sales price for that product segment is $178,000. The month prior was $175,000, and there was an increase month over month. So the median price of $178,000 for townhouses and condos, that's a 9% increase from 12 months ago. So condos and townhouses appreciated by 9%, and detached houses increased by 6%. Okay, now if we lump all of those residential resales together, so detached and attached, the median price for Las Vegas houses is $290,000. Okay, $290,000, and that's an increase of 5% from the year prior. So the smart economists that I like to follow and listen to, we have Brad Inman, Gary Keller, and others. They say a healthy real estate market appreciates between 4 and 6% a year. So if we look at our annual year over year for all product types, that's 5% increase. We're what they would consider to be healthy. We use that number of $290,000 to compare ourselves, which is the Las Vegas metro area, with the national median home price. And according to the National Association of Realtors, that number is $271,000. So the median resale home price in the country is $271,000, according to the Realtor Association, and Las Vegas is at $290,000. Okay, back to our graphs here. Let's talk about sales volume. As of December, we closed 3,153 units. That's a healthy number. It is down from the hot buying season, which is typically the spring and summer months, but it is, as I mentioned earlier, an uptick from November. So we have a city with a population of approximately, 2.2 million people now. So 3,100 is a fairly robust number. So we have good sales volume. Let's look at inventory. Okay, this is an interesting downward trend. So if you look at the peak back in July of 2018, we had about 10,000 houses on the market here in Las Vegas, and the inventory has been going down. All right, so we ended as of last week when I pulled this number, there were just under 7,000 houses listed for sale. So typically when inventory goes down, prices will go up. 2.2 months of inventory, that's the absorption rate. So with the amount of properties being listed at just shy of 7,000, this number here, we divide that by how many sold last month, which was 3,153 there. So divide this number into that number, we get 2.2 months. So Economic experts say that any absorption rate under 4 to 6 months is considered to be a seller's market. And any absorption rate over 4 to 6 months is considered to be a buyer's market. So we are in a strong seller's market currently in Las Vegas. In other words, if no new houses came on the market for sale, at our current pace of sales, it would take Las Vegas just over 2 months to sell every piece of real estate that we have. That's fast. So it's a strong, fast market. Healthy, in my opinion. A little fun fact for you. 22% of sales go to cash buyers in Las Vegas. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the annual stuff. So this is the exciting thing. So in the past year, 2019, we ended the year by selling 39,495 houses in Vegas. That's up from the year prior, so it's a good thing. All right, now we see a downtick from 2017 to 2018. So my assessment for that is that prices kind of hit a slightly uncomfortable point for a large buyer segment. Right? When the median sales price approaches that $300,000 mark, it does kick out, it does eliminate some buyers from the market, right? So around that time period from 2017 to 2018, we started to approach that upper $200,000 to $300,000 median price range, so fewer homes are selling. So that's here. It's, again, very healthy. We are in a strong real estate market. Now, price, yearly median sales price. So if we look at the annual total sales volume and look at the median price that all property types carry in Vegas, for 2019, that we ended the year at $284,000. So all property types. Now this is a very interesting trend. For those of you who have been studying Las Vegas real estate for a while, this was clearly the crash. The economic crisis happened in 2008. So that's when prices started to free fall. And Las Vegas crashed until late 2011 when we turned the corner again, and investors from all over the world, home owners, end users, realized that Las Vegas was such an amazing value. Everybody descended upon Las Vegas and started buying as much as they could because the median price was a admittedly ridiculous $106,000, and that's when we turned the corner. So we had some pretty fast pace appreciation during these years here, and there was a lot of speculation that there was another bubble brewing, but that clearly was not the case because we were simply correcting this crash. All right. So some interesting percentage statistics here. As I mentioned earlier, the Las Vegas market appreciated by 5% year over year. So here we go. 2018, this number, to 2019, that's a very comfortable and healthy 5% increase. But if we look at the 2017 to 2018 increase, 17%. So economists would say that that's not sustainable. Well, we hope that doesn't occur for a 3-month period, which would become a trend. So this past year was just 5%. So we're glad to see that. And then the year prior, 9.5% increase from 16 to 17. So this is the trend of appreciation year over year. In the essence of time, I could go much more into detail in these slides, but I want to spare you that. I'll have subsequent videos posted where we talk more. So let's keep moving along here. Now, this graph I've split into different property types. So the blue bars are still, it's the same thing as the last slide, all property types, but now we have the single family residential houses broken out into the green bars and condo townhouses. So this is annual year over year. We see the appreciation rate of the detached houses here in the green from 290 in 2018 to 305.19. Then the blue bars, which we talked about last slide, and the yellow is the attached products, townhouses and condos. So year over year, condos and townhouses ended 2019 $175,000 median price, up from $163,000 the year prior. This is something I always like to make people aware of, because there is still talk that we are appreciating too much and we might crash again. So this is the reason why I don't believe that's the case. If we go back 30 years, 27 to 30 years, in 1990, let me move this here. The median price in Las Vegas was $104,000. So if we simply add 4% a year, every year, this is what a 4% trend line, long-term average trend line would be up to 2020. Okay, so keep this in mind. Now, next slide will overlay what we actually did. So if we look at the trend line, 104 back in 1990 to ending 2019, at a healthy 4% appreciation each year, we should be at 325, and we are not. So 284. Now, if we were to be more conservative and look at a 3% historic trend line, we would have eclipsed the trend line at 3%, but clearly we have not been appreciating at 3% at all over the years. So again, I would love to share more details about each one and every one of these slides, more videos to come. We'll dive deeper into the data. And as always, please direct message me if you'd like to know more about these facts and figures and data. I'm always interested in talking more about it. And I'd love to put my 16 years of real estate expertise to work for you and your family and your friends, coworkers, anybody you know who's interested in considering buying a residential property in Vegas or selling one. I'm good at what I do, and I'd love to help you out. So please contact me. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the beautiful weather, and we'll be in touch soon.